Oh, they say Japan has the best snow in the world. I don't know anything about that, but they certainly have the best dirt in the world. Oh my God. Good morning once again from Matsumoto, Japan. So far, so good. This trip has been awesome. We've only done 3 days of riding, but every day has been so sweet. We've got another day ahead. Matt, our guide from League of Trail, said that today and tomorrow are big, big days. So I've got my nutrition, I'm ready to go. Let's start climbing that hill. We gotta get some trail snacks. It's Matt's birthday today and he's celebrating with an eyeball skewer.
Yeah, delicious.
We've been laughing all trip about how much packaging and plastic is involved in everything. It's they've got it down to an art form. Maple syrup inside. And of course, the fried chicken on a skewer. See you on the trail. First run of the day. We're gonna have AJ leading us down. It is nice and warm. It's gonna be a good one. Trying to dig in with the back wheel to like scrape off that top layer of loam and get to the trail bed below. Wow, I think that's the key of all of this. Wow, here we go. Hard right with the roots. Oh God, it's like you're just sliding so much, trying to keep it together. Wow, that was rad. I'm always ready for like a hard, horrific turn. It's always right there. Big old stick in my front wheel. And you don't have the traction to do a full stop. Oh, now every little bit of my body's tightening up. Big old deer on the left running there, parallel. Oh. Yeah. This is a good one. Whew. Man, those bugs are loud. Not as loud as the New Zealand cicadas, but they have a different, deeper tone. Huh. To the shrine. Holy ground. What the hell? Alpine. There we go. Rear brake is the rudder. Front wheel is the steering and the actual stopping power. Only psycho mountain bike guides like those kinds of trails. Japanese drivers seem to be pretty courteous when you're riding on the road. I'm sure problems happen, but Matt said he's had really good experiences like doing road riding and kind of climbing up and scouting these trails. Back for another turn. Gotta stay fueled up between runs. Whew, just a couple demon rocks waiting for us. Yeah, Matt. Whew, I think I dislodged a massive rock. Oh, Almost went over. God, this stuff. Oh. A little chundery than the first time. Matt actually does mountain bike coaching as well. He lives in Noosa, and I guess that's by Gold Coast. I'm not exactly sure, but if you're an Australian Queenslander, you can get some tips from old Matty boy here. Oh God! Oh yeah! Yeah! Jeez! Oh, just fighting it. It's working, but man, trying to stay at speed. Whoa. Muscly. Whoa. It's just every turn your wheels are just slipping, and they hook up just enough. Oh, I remember this one. Woo. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, into the tightness. Woo. Oh yeah. Wow, yeah. Woo. Woo. Jesus. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so good.
That's good, hey?
Yeah, that was wicked.
Good at fast speed.
Yeah, I was actually, the first run, I was like, yeah, this is what and then this is amazing. What the hell?
It's so good, hey?
I'm starting to realize that every great trail starts out looking like this, feeling like this with the loam, especially like the Whistler stuff. And then it just gets ridden into oblivion, and it's nothing but roots and jank. Oh, but when you can get to it early, it's something magical. I cannot emphasize enough how much the back wheel is just scooting. You can see it in Matt's riding as well. I look just like that. It's exactly the same. Oh, the dust buster.
Right, man.
Yes. Okay, we've got a different option now at the shrine. That first run was pretty maniacal. Foot down. Ooh, some rock. Oh, how's that for sound effects? Construction guys always kind of have uniforms and helmets, and they're always looking pretty slick. The road we're driving up seems to be popular with the drifting community. Look at these tire tracks. Must be fun as hell. Hit it! The road just got way worse, and you can see all the tire tracks just turned around, and that was the end of the course. We're up in the Alpine now. Got this kumasasa, the bear grass stuff that we saw in the last video. And yeah, I think we got about 3,000, 4,000 feet drop down back to Matsumoto. We're gonna take that ridge, one of these ridges. Yeah. So we're gonna head out on the ridge line for a little bit, some up and down. How beautiful is this? Feel the altitude immediately. Wow. Matt said look out for sniper rocks and sniper trunks like that. Oh my God. This is so cool. Whoa, straight down on the left there. I don't know if you guys can see big old mountains back there. This is amazing. Breathtaking. Whoa! Oh. That was scary. The way that right side fell away. I'm glad it's dry. Yeah. With the hero dirt lurking underneath the top layer. Matt and his partner Sean spent a lot of time out here scouting, trying to figure out what worked and what trails were worth it. And he said there was like so many days where they were like, oh, we found it, this trail's the shit. And then all of a sudden, oh no, this trail's the shits. Because he called it getting greenholed, where you get down somewhere but there's no way back out. You're just down in some unreachable valley and you can't do anything but push your bike back up the same way you came. I'm getting some really good Aussie slang on this trip. Matt keeps calling people loose units. Like, oh man, that guy's a real loose unit. I really like that. Ooh. Tight, no problem. Granite.
Sweet, hey?
AJ just explained to us that in the olden days, that was the rock that the people came to and prayed for more rain. Whoa. Oh. Ah, I don't like that exposure right there. Everything's so loose right now. I found myself drifting to the right. Green. All of a sudden, I've been wanting to go to Japan forever since I saw that video that Socialize did, Trail Hunter, and it was like had trail cutter in it and stuff, and I just knew that it was out here somewhere. And just by happenstance, Phil, who did the New Zealand trip, met Matt at a mountain bike tourism conference in Tasmania. And Phil was like, oh yeah, I just had Brian on the trip, and he wants to go to Japan. And Matt's been scouting this thing out, and he said, hey man, what are you doing in May? I'm going to Japan, I guess. Let's do it. Chance of dirt shower. Oh, they say Japan has the best snow in the world. I don't know anything about that, but they certainly have the best dirt in the world. Oh my God. Oh. Oh yeah! Oh, clip it. Yes. Oh. Keep it locked in. Oh. Yeah, baby. Dude, it's such good riding. You are beautiful on the bike. it's like you went away for 20 years and then came back to a trail, and then it's like, what? It's still rideable, and there all this loam is built up. Man, it's funny how I'm just feeling so many bad habits and trying to break them, and we're getting so much good downhill that I can just really feel like, okay, I was too far back on that. Got to keep more centered, or even over the front more. Oh wow, look at that. Just a lot of good practice time. Good time to analyze what I'm doing right and wrong. Whoa, we were warned. Loose rock. Matt said don't switch off. Wow. Oh God. Oh. Man, usually I'm not so sketched out by exposure, but today I'm feeling so sketch. It's like the slipperiness of the trail is constantly low grip, low braking power. Sorry. Whoa. I got you. Loose unit.
Oh, time out real quick. Just so much fun, huh?
It's perfect. I was like, oh man, ludicrous speed has been engaged. Somebody to lean on. Yeah. Oh man, need a face mask out here. Woo! Jesus. How about that for a little birthday bash?
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now. That was amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos and making all this possible. I'm so glad I found a way to do this and bring these adventures to you guys and get more people out. It's a dream come true. It really is. Couldn't do it without you. Now we've got 1.7 Ks to Lake Misuzu. All right, we had a nice little painful climb up to here, and we haven't had much pain. We have a lot of pleasure on this trip, but not much pain. We got a little pain. And we've made it to the quasi-national park. You know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Lake Misuzu. There's a vending machine at the top, but I brought my own little mini. This guy's got the longest fishing pole I've ever seen in my life. How does he get it into the car? Oh, the harsh lighting. It's gonna get me in trouble. Oh, these roots, man. Oh my. Oh, so glad it's dry. Oh man, got cooking, and actually, I thought I was gonna lose it. Nope, all good. Back to the guest house. This really does feel special. It feels like something no Western people have done. I'm sure here and there's been a couple Westerners ridden these trails, you know, Eric from BCPOV, but it just still has that feeling. So strange, so interesting, but so amazing. We met this 90-year-old guy at the top of the shuttle point where we dropped off. He must have seen some stuff throughout his life. He's still driving. He was very interested in what we were doing. Took a couple photos for us. All right, that was perfect. This is one of those days where I'm so grateful that I'm recording because I can go back and look at the footage and be like, whoa, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that section. That section was amazing. There's just so much density and quality in days like this that it's like, oh, it's so good. It just burns you up, burns up your endorphins. It's so good. So we're having dinner tonight at the Hot Frog Cafe, and it's really, really cool. Kazuhei is the owner guy with his wife, and he was telling us all these interesting stories about how he got into craft beer and coffee, and it's just really nice. It's cool. He speaks English really well, so we go back and forth and hear his story and everything, but really good food. I had chili con carne rice bowl, and it was awesome, and the other guys, everything the other guys had was really, really good too. So if you're ever in Matsumoto, go here. We are going to end tonight the same way we ended last night with some real cool-ish. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.